how she's following the scheme. Because for me it was interesting how it works. Okay, so this is maybe the fourth class when they are talking about recipes, and she has produced her own recipe, but she didn't write about it, she didn't learn it by heart. The task was just to make your own recipe. Okay?
I did something.
So maybe
I cannot see the
so
triangle.
here.
Here it is.
I want to describe fruit salad. Cook needs ingredients. Firstly, I cut fruit. Secondly, I process cook salad. Thirdly, I cook salad. Finally, I serve salad. Firstly, I peel apple, banana, orange, kiwi, and watermelon with peeler, so they are peeled. Next, I dice apple, banana, orange, kiwi, and watermelon with a knife, so they are cut. Next, I add yogurt in a spoon, so it is added. Next, I cool salad on fridge, so it is cooled. Finally, I serve salad cool in bowl with dessert fork. Enjoy your meal.
you can imagine, yeah, you can. So we won't watch it again, yeah. So, but you see that she still has lots of mistakes, yeah. No articles and so on. That means that she is reading her own recipe just as she composed it at home, and she's one out of not so many who was able to get what I wanted. The rest were able to get it with some training. But Yulia, so her name is Yulia, she's perfect. Like, I mean, when I saw how she was doing it, I was greatly surprised. What she got from this? She already understands, yeah, so the succession of it. So firstly, secondly, thirdly. She understands all this finally, next, and so on, but they keep practicing it. And for me, the main thing was that she understood the instrument and the adjective. Of course, my dream was that they would be able to say, then we take peeled apples and add, and too much. Maybe next year, maybe when they talk about this recipe in a year. But what did they do here? They, first of all, developed their language awareness, the word building, yeah? And they also learned about the enhancements. They learned about the tools, how the tools are made and what those tools are making. Yeah? So what is the job that the tools make? Questions?
How to get back.
You want to get back? Ah, how to get back. Okay, now we will get back.
I don't know how to get back.
Правая кнопка. Ага.
Там все сложно.
Okay, and now F5, да? No? Okay, go.
Okay. Нет, наоборот. Ой.
No.
Сейчас. А теперь сюда, назад.
So we may stay here. Yeah? So that is what I wanted to revise. Yeah? So again, the verbs, we don't need this anymore. Like we don't need to focus on food because we have already focused on it. The tools and the participle too. So there are lots of topics that may be done the same way. So cooking is number one. Then house chores, obviously. I vacuum with a vacuum cleaner, so it is vacuumed. Lots of services. Yeah? So computer, we'll talk about the computer today. Many topics, not all of them. But those which contain instruments and actions with them will definitely be learned or studied this way. Questions? No. Okay, good. So, next, we may talk about enhancements. This is a part of the topic music, and tell me what it includes. It tells us about musicians, and again, most musical instruments, they are, so it's difficult to learn them, and actually no one will learn them by heart, but the fun is to trace how the instrument gives the name for a musician. The musician acts, and those instruments are enhanced by traditional and modern tools or enhancements. Again, traditional would be a reed or keys, modern amplifiers that amplify the sound. The reed vibrates and gives vibrations. So enhancements are always fun, but they are fun when you talk about them as a part of a topic and not as a separate topic itself. If you develop this functional thinking all the time, like what does a trumpetist do? A trumpetist blows the trumpet. So, and with the help of what? So he presses the keys open and close tone holes, and so on and so forth. It's quite dull, so probably it can't be taught all the time. If you teach it like through the whole course, from time to time, then they get the understanding of the verbs, the instruments, enhancements, which is not a favorite word of any kid, of course, and so many other things. But it is just a part of the whole, of the big idea. We talk about enhancements all the time. Next. Enhancements, so first, word families, second, enhancements, and third, perspective. You remember the scheme of any topic, and when talking about science, of course, it is good to add some history. So what kind of history can we add when we talk about science?
Prehistoric times.
Yeah, we can talk about prehistoric times and historic times. Again, boring, but if you just have a bit of it.
And Industrial Revolution.
Industrial Revolution. Perfect.
How the scientists came up with this idea to invent something, maybe.
If we talk about the invention,
Yes.
but in general, like we should give them the general ideas all the time. Industrial Revolution, perfect. Yeah. So then,
Why do people invent things?
maybe, but I would give those catchy moments like prehistory and history, Industrial Revolution, post-industrial time, so that they always had the same idea in a brain. Industrial Revolution, Digital Revolution, Smartphone Revolution divides people. When people are divided, some become natives, some remain immigrants. So the division means that you are natives and immigrants, and you keep talking about the same, and so many topics will have the same idea. You'll see now. Okay, so next. I would suggest to add a timeline. Timeline is always fun. But what is difficult about timelines?
It's difficult to draw it like that.
To draw it,
as it is.
you have to synchronize it with your way of teaching, because usually the timelines in Google are like so many moments. Usually it should be pretty short, concise and informative. As for the computers, which we will talk today about, so the topic computers, here, take, So the topic computers, of course you understand that computers will have a huge timeline. Yeah? But we don't need it. No one needs it if you are not a computer scientist. Yeah? What do we really need? We need one principle, which is put into this classification, which is the basis of this classification, and you work with the principle. For example, when kids are, so from early age, we teach them that there are some kinds of computers. There is a supercomputer, there is a big computer used for weather forecasting, for different kinds of forecast. Personal computer or desktop. It's always good if you see the word top, yeah? So you usually can emphasize different tops. Personal computer will be a desktop, that will be, notebook will be a laptop, tablet will be a palm top, and that's it, yeah? So, again, maybe these are not the most accurate terms, but they recycle this size. So, okay, but we're not talking about computers now, we're talking about the timeline. What is the principle that is the basis of this timeline?
Change.
So first, mechanical devices to calculate digits. Then, electromechanical devices. Then, machines using transistors. Then, machines using silicon microprocessors. And finally, machines based on DNA. What is the principle? No. The principle is here, okay, but what is the principle?
Like change, come on.
It's a change, but still there is one principle.
Maybe progress?
Of course it's a progress, sure, but what is the principle? Come on. So again, mechanical, electro, transistors, silicon microprocessors, and DNA.
The main device in it.
Very good. So, what is the basis of this? Yeah, what they work at. And if to talk about bigger pictures, they will know about different stages of human development and so on. But I thought of telling you about this, but I thought that would be too much for today. Yeah. But here the principle is that when it's mechanical, probably it was before electricity was invented. After electricity was invented, ta-dam, Industrial Revolution. We have electromechanical calculators. So later, in the 20th century, transistors were invented and made everything smaller and portable. So computers based on transistors became smaller. Transistors turned into microprocessors, and in the future, hopefully, or some students say maybe not, hope not. So machines will be based on DNA, yeah. So and become part of ourselves. Funny, but only for boys, yeah, and only for some of them. And again, it may be only funny with some repetition. Of course, you can't imagine. Sorry for stereotyping, but you can't imagine any girl just being willing to learn it by heart. Yeah? But the same timeline will be when we talk about radio development, when we talk, so many timelines will be based on the same transport development, they will be based on the same principle. What is the mechanism inside it? And that is at least how they start thinking about the bigger picture of human history.